2025 has dropped some crazy performance basketball sneakers, and in this video I'm going to show you that you don't need $200 to go ahead and hoop like a beast. So in this video I'm going to show you guys the 10 best basketball shoes of the year so far, and I gotta say the top sneakers are definitely going to shock you, so stay tuned until we break some of those down. But I do want to say all the sneakers will be linked in the description down below, which makes it super easy for you to cop, but it also helps support the channel, so I greatly appreciate it if you do purchase. But take this list with a grain of salt, you guys. I have a lot of releases in this video that were kind of sneakers I've done on the channel, but also some that I have got from research. So we kind of got the best of both worlds, but also make sure to comment down below which sneakers you think are the top of basketball in terms of budget. Let's go ahead and get straight into this video and into the number 10th spot. Here we do have a sneaker that is probably one of the most grippiest, or has one of the most grippiest traction in this budget category. Now you do have solid court feel, it's lightweight, and the design works for guards just as well as wings. Now the sneaker is simple, it's reliable, and honestly it's one of the easiest shoes I'd recommend for under $100. Here we do have a sneaker you've probably seen before but just didn't know the name. This is the Nike Precision 7. I do want to also bring it up attention that there is the Precision 8 that is out, but I'm kind of giving you guys the 7 just because it's a little more budget friendly. And don't get me wrong, the 7 isn't a bad shoe. You're gonna get great quality of materials, great traction, and just an all-around great performer in terms of basketball. So if you want a sneaker that's gonna basically do everything you need to do at a budget price, I definitely recommend this Nike Precision 7 to you. And let's go ahead and get down to number 9. And when we talk about number 9 has one that has way more tech than it should at its price. So let's go ahead and get on to number 9, and this pair features a full-length cushioned midsole. You got a breathable mesh upper and a surprisingly supportive fit for bigger players. The traction isn't world class, but for the money, it definitely punches way above its height. Here we do have kind of a dated model, but this is the Adidas Harden Volume 4. I do want to let you guys know that the Volume 9 is where we're at currently, but the price is a little higher. I believe it's at $160, but you can get the Volume 4 for under $100. So I feel like in terms of prices, I feel like you're gonna get some great quality of materials, even traction. I feel like the traction isn't bad. I remember in high school, I definitely had a friend that had those Adidas Harden Volume 4 step backs. I think the step back was the colorway, but those were very nice. He definitely has some very great traction, and he is definitely a person that, you know, has to have that very nice court feel. So if you want a sneaker that's gonna give you some nice traction, great price as well, Adidas Harden Volume 4 is gonna be a great option. But if you want to keep things new, definitely check in with the Volume 9. So that's gonna be our top 2 first sneakers of the video. And as we kind of get to number 8 is gonna be for those people that kind of want a more bouncier ride when it comes to playing basketball. So number 8, this is gonna be a sneaker that has some of the best cushioning you'll find at under $120. It's very soft, it's plush, and it has impact absorbing qualities to it. The type of foam setup in this shoe, you definitely will feel every single step within it, and it's a bit chunky but in a good way. Here we have a sneaker that I've kind of named in a couple of my best basketball shoes list of this year so far, which have been doing really well. I recommend you check them out if you do have a chance. This is the Puma All Pro Nitro 2. This is definitely one of those sneakers that has been mentioned time and time again for a reason. It's one of those sneakers you can't go wrong with, not too bad of a price point. And I feel like Puma does a great job of doing a little bit of everything and giving you great prices. So if you definitely want a good shoe in terms of value, Puma is always going to be one of those brands that's going to give you great value, not even in terms of basketball, but in terms of all other areas. It can be the everyday, because they definitely do have like the Puma Suede sneakers, which have a very great price point, and they have like the Puma DV8 Nitro. I believe that's their nice running shoe, and just all these different things. I feel like Puma does it great in all areas, so check out Puma if you do want a great bang for your buck. But yeah, this is the Puma All Pro Nitro 2, a bunch of different colorways as well, and yeah, that is going to be our first 3 sneakers. Now as we kind of get deeper and deeper into this list, this next shoe is going to be for guard players. This is going to be an Under Armour shoe, and kind of as we get into this little segment, as we kind of talk about Under Armour, this is kind of crazy because at this time Steph Curry has, I believe, left Under Armour, which is a crazy thing. I have heard that from word of mouth. Somebody in I believe my family had told me this, and this is a really crazy topic. And I want you guys to let me know, what do you think Steph Curry's next move is going to be? Is it going to be signing with another like a Nike, Adidas, Adidas, or do you guys think he's gonna go with the Jordan route and kind of have his own Steph Curry line? I feel like it's gonna be great to see in the future and very interesting. But here we just have to, you know, appreciate a line that was there before and won't actually be continued. So here we do have a shoe that is low to the ground, fast, stable, and has insanely tacky traction that grips like you're glued to the floor. It's light, breathable, and built almost perfect for quick and shifty guards. Here we do have the Under Armour 3Z7, which can be found for $75. And I kind of imagine that the shoes would go up a little higher now that Steph Curry is not a part of the line and the sneakers are kind of more, you know, at that prestige. But then again, I feel like this sneaker should stay pretty low because it's not one of the newest. Here's gonna be a sneaker you probably haven't heard of, but I definitely recommend you try. I do not know if the shoe is true to size, so I definitely recommend trying the sneaker on in person if you can do so. That is gonna be first Under Armour of this video. Let's go ahead and get on to our number 6 sneaker of this video, guys. We're gonna go through it really fast, and as we're kind of getting into this video, leave a like on the video so far if you feel like it's been very beneficial and helpful. Number 6 is gonna be a dual density sneaker that has that nice cushioning setup. The durable outsole is definitely a plus with it, and the sleek design that it has works both, I would say, casually and on the court. What makes the shoe so special is how premium it feels without costing that premium money. And here we do have the New Balance Two Way, or the 2Wxy V5. Now there is not a V6. I'm not sure if there's a V6 coming out, but here is another one of those sneakers I have mentioned time and time again, so you can't go wrong with this New Balance model. And it has been reviewed all over YouTube, so if you definitely want some more assurance, check out different reviews on YouTube, and I'm definitely sure you'll be able to find some great in-depth reviews on this sneaker about its ins and outs. That is kind of marking a halfway point of this video. Now as we kind of get to number 5, number 5 is kind of gonna bring out what I would say as the most underrated, probably one of the most underrated shoes of the year so far. So number 5 is gonna be a shoe that is built tough. You got a durable outsole, great lockdown, strong materials, and a surprisingly smooth cushioning setup. It's not flashy, but it performs in every category without really having a weakness. And I feel like if I had to name one weakness with this shoe, it probably would be comfort. But I also came to my attention that you can also insert a nice little cushioning setup in there. So I feel like it's not gonna be a very big issue if your problem with this shoe is comfort. But here we do have the Luka 4, and this Luka 4 right here is a great shoe. Very lightweight, very responsive, and it's gonna be just a very nice all-around shoe at a budget price as well. So, I mean, what better can you do than a budget shoe in the top basketball shoes area? But at number 4, you guys, we do have an option that's gonna be you can easily mistake for a more expensive model. So in number 4, we're gonna be talking about a sneaker that kind of brings premium knit materials. You got comfortable cushioning and a flexible yet supportive build. It's one of those rare budget sneakers that looks like a lifestyle model but has that Hooper-like performance. So in this model right here, this is going to be the Adidas Dame Certified 2. This sneaker right here is going to be one you probably ever heard about, but it's definitely one of those great models that's going to give you great budget. And this one is going to be very athletic, comfortable, and stylish, and it kind of definitely has all those 3 boxes checked. So this Adidas Dame definitely going to be a great option. And on to number 3. Number 3 is going to be a shoe that kind of features that great bite on the court, smooth cushioning, and has a robust heel counter and a more support than you'd expect at the price. It's stable, it's responsive, and handles heavy lateral movements with ease. Here we do have the Nike Giannis Immortality number 4. This sneaker right here is a great design sneaker, and also I would recommend to you the Freak 7 as well. The price is a little higher, but if you're willing to pay that price, I gotta say the Freak 7 is amazing. It does everything at a pretty great point. It has great traction, great comfort, great feel, and I feel like it's just a great all-around sneaker. I definitely recommend checking out the Foot Doctor's review and tear down of this shoe. He will break down the insides of this shoe and kind of will let you guys know the ins and outs of the sneaker. And I believe that video will give you guys a very great description of how good this shoe is. I also recommend his channel to you in terms of, you know, just seeing what is really worn. I feel like he really breaks down the stats of each sneaker that's worn, kind of breaking down, you know, what shoes tend to cause the most injuries. And I feel like it's just a very interesting channel if you definitely want to just read up and just be updated on the latest and greatest. But here we do have the Nike Giannis Immortality 4. Let's get to number 2. And number 2 is going to include the Nike Jaw. And I'm going to include 2 iterations here. But this budget signature shoe has an excellent foam setup, dynamic support, strong materials, and a performance that's shockingly close to the player's actual flagship model. On foot, it feels fast, smooth, and incredibly reliable. And here we do have the Nike Jog 2 or the 3. I did do the 3 on my channel, but I didn't actually review the 2. So just take that with a grain of salt. But the 3 is also a great option that is budget friendly. They have a bunch of different colorways as well that I feel like are super dope, and the shoe is just very dope all around. You have a great shoe that has some interchangeable colorways with each shoe, like where you have one shoe maybe as, I believe one of my shoes was pink, one of my shoes was purple, and I kind of had that nice flip-flop design like one of those LaMelo Ball shoes. But if you want a shoe that's definitely going to stand out on the court and it's definitely going to give you the performance you need, tap in with the Jog 2 or the 3. But let's go ahead and get on to number 1, and that is going to be an absolute monster for its price. And number 1, this shoe feels like an elite tier performer that drops straight into the budget category by accident. The traction on this shoe is absolutely crazy. The cushioning is comfortable but still responsive. The support is fantastic, and the fit is secure without feeling restrictive. This is the type of shoe that works for every position, and I'm talking about guards, wings, bigs, everyone. This is the shoe that I have the pleasure of having currently. This is the Nike KD4, one that released I believe in 2011, and this shoe definitely has aged really well. This shoe right here is great. I feel like you can't really go wrong with this shoe, especially for it being budget. I feel like I would alone put this shoe in one of the best basketball shoes, not even being budget, but the fact that it is budget, I just had to throw it in there as number 1. So yeah, you guys, check out this shoe right here. You can't go wrong with it, and I feel like honestly it's one of those shoes I really wish I would have had as a kid or when I was actually hooping consistently. But definitely check out these right here. They definitely have the Aunt Pearls, which released, and a couple other colorways in this shoe that they do have. But yeah, the 2025 version I've heard isn't too different from that 2011 piece. But yeah, check out this shoe. All the different shoes in this video will be linked in the description. But that is gonna be my best basketball shoes of 2025 so far. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what your take is on the list in the comment section down below. Leave a like on this video if you did find it informational, and it also kind of helps me reach more people and kind of lets me know what videos you want me to go ahead and post in the future. So it's kind of like a win-win situation. But I appreciate you for even sticking through this far, and I recommend, now that you have kind of seen what is there to offer in terms of budget basketball sneakers, I really recommend check out my top 5 best basketball shoes of 2025 so far. And so you guys are gonna find a lot of picks out there that are just the latest and greatest and are gonna give you guys the best performance without a budget.